Alright, hey, what's up, guys? So, I am live in the morning in the greenhouse, hanging out with the plants, and so, yeah. Um, so, yeah. Oh. What's up, Blaine? Just hanging out with the plants in the greenhouse, right? Next to my big, beautiful ice cream bean tree. Looking very nice and healthy. There's these beautiful leaves. They're very, really green and healthy. And it just looks very beautiful. And this one right here is the biggest one right here, which is massive. It's much bigger than my hand, and yeah, it's very nice. It has some new leaves growing right here that it's pushing out, and yeah, it looks super nice. Yeah, it's next to my two bananas. My dwarf Brazilian banana right here is growing next to, and this right here, the one I thought was a Mistletoe Latina, but it isn't, so it's just an unknown variety of banana, so it's probably most likely a Cavendish or something, but yeah, the variety is unknown. But it is growing next to my Cavendish, and it's looking very beautiful, and this is very nice, beautiful leaves, looking very big, and yeah, they're looking really cool. So yeah, the new leaf on my blue Java is opening up. It's starting to unfurl, and as you can see, it went through the top, like not through the top of the greenhouse, but just like it's almost touching the roof. And once it fully unfurls, I'll have to push it down a little bit or something, so it looks like that or something. So yeah. Hey Romeo, thanks. Yeah, my plants are looking very healthy. They've been looking really good this summer and growing really good. They've been looking super nice this summer, and yeah, they've just been growing really healthy. So yeah, this blue Java has two really big pups growing right here that are looking very nice. The leaves are very beautiful, green color, and yeah, the pups are getting bigger and more mature. They're just growing right here. These two pups next to the mother plant, and here's my hand for comparison to the trunk. It's getting a very thick trunk and just growing really very tall, and yeah, it's just looking really tall. So I can't reach up. This is the most I can reach. It's just really tall. It's probably over 8 feet tall or something. It's just been growing really tall and beautiful. So yeah. So yeah, this is over 2 years old now, and it's been growing really fast, and yeah, it's just over 2 years old. It will be 3 years old in March, I believe, in March 2025. This will be 3 years old. And yeah, the odds of this fruiting are pretty low since this will get really tall, but hopefully I can maybe figure out if it can, how to get it to flower or something. Yeah, maybe it could flower next year. It could possibly, or the year after, but yeah, not getting my hopes up too high, but yeah, it just takes patience to get these things to flower. But yeah, I'm hoping this Cavendish over here flowers next year. It should hopefully flower like next summer. I hope. It's over 3 years old now, so yeah, it's older than most of the other bananas, so yeah, should definitely flower next year, I hope. So yeah, it has 2 pups growing next to it. 2 really nice looking pups that are growing next to it. Trunk is getting thicker and mature. So yeah, it's looking really good. So yeah, my Washingtonia mellifera, my California fan palm, has been looking really nice. It has this very beautiful new frond that it has, and it's fully pinnate. It's a very beautiful frond, and it has a lot of these like little fibers or little strings that are on it, which is what they have when they're more mature. So yeah, and it has this new frond here, looking really nice. And yeah, the trunk is also getting more mature. There's my fingers next to it. It's getting thicker. And yeah, it has a little baby one that was growing next to it right there that I might transplant like sometime so it can grow bigger on its own. But yeah. So yeah. So can't believe I can grow those in ground back home if I wanted to, Mexican fan palm. Yeah, that's really lucky that you can grow like Washingtonia palms in like southern Texas, I think, Blaine. So yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, I'm jealous. Yeah, that's just really cool. And there's 2 other California fan palms right here. This one, smaller, but it's still growing. It's been looking pretty good. And this one here is looking okay, but it's still growing. So yeah. So yeah, this is and they're growing next to my Brassus Aethiopia, my African fan palm. It's been looking really cool. This is one of the slowest palms I've ever grown. They're very slow. This took like probably like a year to fully push out for some reason. Probably because like the cool weather. It grew a little bit in the winter, but it's just a very slow growing palm. I mean California fan palm. Oh yeah, cool. So yeah. So yeah, here's my baobab tree, looking very nice too. Has these really nice looking leaves, and it's only 2 years old, so yeah, it's been growing pretty good this summer, and yeah. And here's the trunk, as you can see, looking very cool. It's very woody, nice looking trunk. And yeah, it looks really cool. It looks prehistoric, even though it's 2 years old, but it's still really cool. Yeah, it is a pretty rare one. I'm pretty sure it is the digitata species of baobab. So yeah. So yeah, it's been looking really good this summer and growing really well. Yeah. And yeah, it's growing next to my nice, beautiful hibiscus flower, which has some flowers that are about to open up, and these ones opened up yesterday, but then they shrivel up, but it will have new ones open soon. Here's this one that is starting to shrivel up, but it still looks pretty. It's still looking good. So yeah, and here's my my Tracky, my windmill palm, looking really cool. I've had this for over a year, I think. I got it back in like April, I think, 2023, and if I had to guess, I would say it's like 5 or 6 years old, I think. But yeah, they're not the fastest growing palm, but still looks really cool. Has this new spear that it put out. I'm pretty sure it's pushed all the way out, but it hasn't opened yet. But pretty soon it will open up and be like this one. So yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, you should check the one that's growing in Lubbock, or yeah. But yeah, it's looking really good. So yeah, this is my Fijo tree, my pineapple guava that I've had for 2 years. It's been looking very good. It's been growing a bit this summer, and it's a really nice size looking tree, and no fruit or flowers this year, but last year it did put out 2 little fruits last year, and they tasted pretty good. They were pretty sweet, and they tasted they were just kind of like a little bit sweet. They were kind of like pineapple-ish flavor, I guess. But yeah, they were really good. They put out some pretty good fruits. So yeah, and my avocado right here is looking very nice. It's now 4 years old. So yeah, my avocado tree is 4 years old. And it's looking really nice. It has these little like side branches next to it that I just left for them to grow. But yeah, it's still looking really nice. Here's the top growth up here. See these new leaves? Looking very cool. So yeah, this avocado tree has been looking really good. So yeah. And yeah, it's a very tall avocado tree. It's probably like over 5, almost 6 feet tall, I think. And yeah, so there's the trunk down there. And yeah, the roots are a little bit exposed, but yeah, some woodiness there to it at the bottom of the trunk. And yeah, so yeah. Yeah, it is looking amazing. It's been looking really good. It's now 4 years old, so a little over 4 years old, so it's looking very good. So yeah, here's my queen palm. It's looking way cool, and these beautiful fronds that it has. It has 3 fronds now, and it has like tons of these little like leaflets, which will look really cool. Looks very, very, very pretty, and yeah. So yeah, the new spear is still pushing out. It's still trying to open a little bit. Yeah, it's just slowly opening up, but yeah, looking really cool. Oh yeah, the bird of paradise is right here. That's the orange bird of paradise. It's looking. It's also 4 years old, and it has not flowered yet. So yeah, fingers crossed. Hopefully it flowers. Maybe next year or year after, but they take quite a while. I've heard they can take up to like 10 years to flower from like seed, but I didn't grow this from seed. I got it as a small plant, but yeah, they take a while to flower. So yeah. I no longer have the heliconia. I think it died like last year while wintering it from like in like early 2023. Yeah, it didn't make it through that winter, but yeah, I still have these bird of paradises looking good. And yeah, so yeah. Yeah, it should hopefully flower soon. That'd be really cool if it flowers. Yeah. And there's my foxtail palms, looking very nice. And yeah, they're around, I think they're over 2 years old now. So yeah, it has 4 fronds that it has, and they're looking very nice. These little leaflets. Has a 5th frond pushing out, and yeah, so this is the biggest one. It has the most fronds. These 2 are kind of behind, but yeah, this one looks okay. It's not doing amazing, but it's not doing bad. It's still growing. It's just not doing amazing, but this one is doing pretty good. Still trying to push out another frond, but yeah, it's been looking very nice. So yeah, here's the overview of everything. I can back up and see. So yeah, there's a nice overview of everything. So everything's been growing really nice. So yeah, that's about everything I have to show. I have to say. So yeah, I'm gonna go now, and yeah, so I'm gonna go now. That's all I have to say. And yeah, so yeah, see you next time. Bye. I can end the live.